Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of My Jeep Waves. Today we're going to discuss what I did wrong. So I went ahead and I purchased a very cheap, very affordable Lightbar on Amazon. Now I told you when I started this segment that I would always try to do the cheapest and the most economical product I can do, and everything was mainly going to be bought on Amazon. Most of the time it's going to be cheap Chinese knockoffs, but that's okay, right? Because there are companies out there that are really stepping up their game as far as what you can and can't buy from them that is quality. But I decided to give this one company a try, and it didn't work out, and let me show you what I'm talking about. So give me 1 second. So give me 1 second. All right, so as I was saying, I tried to give this one company a shot. They don't even have a name brand on their light bar, but look at this. This is literally 3 days after I bought the light bar. We had some rain a couple days ago, literally the first day I put it on, and it's I don't know if you can see it, but there's water still in there, just puddled up. It's all along the bottom here, and it doesn't even fit right. Look at this. They said that it was a 50-inch light bar. I measured it out. It's actually 48 inches to this part right here. So it's not even a true 50 inches. Look, I had to put washers. Nothing fit right. Nothing adjusted properly. But this is what you get when you really do try to be affordable and cheap. So I wanted to go with a slimmer light bar because I didn't want to have to see it over my windshield, right? So when I'm driving, I didn't want to look over the light bar or see it over my hood rather. And I should have known better, honestly. So, but that's all right. Well, we learn, and that's why I'm on this vlog, is so that you guys can learn from my mistakes. So I went ahead and reached out to my buddies over at oEdRo, and they hooked me up with a true 50-inch light bar. It's a double stack, so it's a little bit taller than I wanted, but I have had great luck with them in the past. The customer service is on par, and so we'll see how it all goes. So what I'm going to do now is go over the fit and finish of the box, the quality of the shipping, and we'll go at it from there. So, talking with the people at oEdRo, I went ahead and got them to send me a 50-inch light bar. Now, their customer service is fantastic. Now, I know they're out of Hong Kong. I know I'm going to catch a lot of flack for that, but that's okay because my channel is not about spending tons of money on American products. It's about buying Chinese products that are affordable to the people with good quality, right? So, I'm okay with that. You could bash me all you want. I genuinely don't care. So it's about my build, and if you want to spend all the money in the world to make your Jeep look the way it is, then that's fine by me. But I'm going to build mine the way I built mine and just use what I've got. And what I have right now is not a lot of money. So here we are. So we're going to get to the unboxing. All right. So first and foremost, let me tell you about this box. I honestly expected this thing to be not as well packaged as it was, especially when I got the box and I could squeeze the box side to side. But when you open up the box, look at how they really took care in packaging up this light bar. It comes with a full wiring kit right there with relay and switch. Comes with their little brochure here with their warranty. Comes with their mounting hardware, and the only thing I'm going to use out of it are the screws, and that's it. So let's get to the actual light bar and see what it looks like. I'm going to put it on top of my Jeep, so stand by. All right, so first impressions. This light bar looks way nicer than that other light bar does. If you take a look in there, you can see that they have the individual cells. They're doing 4 LEDs per cell, so which for me, being who I am, if I have a LED go out, I'll ask them for a replacement cell and do the work myself. Now, I'm still worried about the channeling. I don't like the seam and the channeling on these things, mainly because one, you have wind noise, and two, if it's not sealed right, which I can't tell, but that looks like a gasket right there. So maybe this thing might hold out and not leak water. We'll find out soon enough. But that's usually the number one. Yeah, so they have the gasket on the, it is a gasket, and they have it on top and bottom. I do not see it on the side, but we'll see. We're gonna go ahead and get the install going. I'm gonna get it installed, and we'll go over how it looks and how the install went. All right, thank you. All right, well, so I got the light bar installed, and there's a few problems. One of which is nothing to do with the light bar. So let's start with that. The light bar itself is fantastic. I like it. Stupid me. I have a Jeep Wrangler and the light bar is curved. So what I mounted mine low. I don't have a high mount, as you guys saw in the original video. So I have a hood mounted light bar mount. And the problem is that when you go ahead and put the light bar onto the mount, the curve actually goes over the hood, which prevents you from opening the hood. Stupid. I thought it might be a problem, but I was like, no, I could overcome it, this and that. Nope, can't overcome it. So what I'm gonna wind up doing is I have those EAG brackets. I'm gonna custom fabricate some, I'm gonna drill them, countersink them, throw a stud up through each side, and then mount the light bar to it. And then this way it'll be in the center of the bracket itself, which will offset it just enough to where the hood will open just fine, and it won't be really a problem. So I'll show a video on how I did that. But so that's my biggest problem. My second problem is, it just seemed that when I started this video, I was in a secluded area, nice little area underneath the overpass where I do a bunch of kayaking and whatnot, and I don't know, it just seems like all the lunatics have come out. So I couldn't even videotape or show I couldn't even record how I was going to go ahead and install the light bar, because some guy comes in blaring music. So I had to edit all that out. It was just a mess. And then after he left, another guy came, and it's just too many things, right? So let's get to the light bar. This thing is stupid bright, and that's not me bragging about what a great buy I've got, this and that. No, this thing is stupid bright for daytime, where I turned the light on and I backed up probably about 200 yards and it was still dumb bright. So if you wanted a light bar that was pretty bright, I would definitely get this light bar. Also, just understand that I do not trust any of the numbers that are on any of the websites. So if it says 200 watt, 280 watt, 400 watt, look, I don't trust those numbers. What I'm going to wind up doing is I'm going to go home, I'm going to put my meter on it, I'm going to see exactly what the amp draw is, because I don't trust their numbers. I think the specs say that this is 400 watt. Well, actually, this might be a 400 watt, but it's hard to tell. They fabricate the numbers. I don't know why. They just can't get the numbers right, but they're never right. But this thing is dumb right. It's stupid. So I'm hoping that when we're doing some real night trails, that I won't crack my windshield like I did the last time, and this will get me through nice and easy. That other light bar was trash. I'm already sending it back. It's just not going to work for me. I will actually put a link to that other piece of trash light bar as well as this one, so you could see who makes it and to avoid it. Honestly, I would never get that light bar again. Excuse me, allergies. So aside from that, I'm happy with it. I'll take a small video in a little bit to show you what it looks like mounted on the Jeep. Like I said, I'm going to recess it probably about another 1.5 inches back once I fabricate my bracket, and that'll allow it to sit further back, which one of the problems I had was I didn't want the light bar to be too big to where I couldn't see over the hood or see my hood, and that is the problem. I can't see my hood anymore. Like, I can if I maybe jack my seat up, but then I'm not comfortable in my Jeep. So, all in all, great light bar. I'll have to get some night shots of it and let you see how it behaves, but aside from that, I'm very pleased with it. None of my complaints are with the light bar itself. 100% of my complaints are, yeah, I bought a curved light bar for a Jeep Wrangler to mount on the hood, and that's pretty stupid. So if you're gonna do that, understand you're gonna be doing some fabrication too. So that's pretty much it. I'll take a quick video of what it looks like coming off my hood. So this is what it looks like right here. So this is it right there. I hope you can see it. All right, let's get to it. So I've got it mounted. Everything looks good. I could not use the EAG mounts. I tried to. They were just too big and bulky. It made it kind of look stupid, not the way I wanted it to look. I actually wound up using the brackets that came with the light bar. It doesn't look bad. Aside from that, I didn't use any of the wiring harness because my Jeep comes with the built-in wiring harness. I'm able to hook everything up directly to the radio. The light bar itself measures in at 49.5 inches in length, right? So you got to really be careful when you're looking at your light bar mounts. So a lot of light bar mounts will say 50 inches, and that's not true. So if it says 50-inch light bar mount, you're really looking at maybe 51 inches. So you're going to need something to take up that extra gap. This is 49.5-inch light bar. That's from mounting points. Okay, so it's not a true 50, but most light bars aren't anyways. So you really got to be careful. The dimensions, they're not accurate. All right, it's something with the conversion, especially when you're dealing with Chinese or Japanese stuff coming from overseas. It's when they do the conversion from metric to American Standard or inches. The conversion just doesn't do right? So they're off by a little bit. Aside from that, I've got it mounted. I'm gonna go through it real quick. I think it looks great. I'm looking at it now. This thing looks fantastic. It's a little bigger than I wanted it to be, but that's okay. I'm pleased with it. And like I said earlier, it is really bright. We've taken it trail riding already. It's just, ever since I bought this thing, it has not stopped raining. I mean, I cannot, it's been terrible. I've had 3 good days where it hasn't rained, and I had a honeydew list that was a mile long, so I didn't have time to do any video shoots. So right now, I'm gonna go ahead and flip the camera around, show you what it looks like, and we'll kick it on so you can see how it's done. All right. All right, so here's how it is on the Jeep. Like I said, I really like it, and this is no joke. This thing is a monster. It is curved, right? So if you're gonna hood mount this thing, you really need to look how it curves over the hood. If you do not have some sort of way to mount this, don't put it on your hood. Curved bars do not go on Wranglers at all. So this is what I had to do to mount it. As you can see, it's already starting to rust. Well, it's not starting to rust. This is my my bracket from the other light bar mount that I have. I tried to mount it to this thing. This thing was for a 52-inch light bar, and it didn't work at all. So, but that's okay. We're keeping that on for my limb risers because, well, let's just say I've already gone through a windshield, and I prefer not to do that again. But we do a lot of trail riding in my family, and it's usually night trails. So I'm going to turn it on and let you see what it looks like during the day. All right, so I don't know if this is going to do it any justice. All right, so this is
I'm just gonna keep backing up. Right now it's 9 o'clock in the morning. God, I can't stare at it. This is 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm just gonna keep backing up. But this is pretty ridiculous. It's nuts. So at night, this thing is phenomenal. I do have a night video with it. I'll show you. We had a really bad flood, so I'll probably stitch that into here, just a little night shot of it. But woof, this thing is amazing. So for the price and for what you get, you can't go wrong. So I hope this helps everybody. I hope you enjoy the video, and thanks for watching.